This Pakistani peak is known as the Killer Mountain because of the number of climbers who've died trying to conquer it. But no one calls it that anymore. It brings back bad memories after 10 foreigners and their guide were murdered at its base camp last year. Since then, the whole region, dependent on tourism, has been in crisis.
We don't prepare food, we just clean and wait for tourists. Usually restaurants prepare food, and when a guest arrives they serve it within 20 minutes. Here, a guest has to wait for almost an hour, because we're waiting for tourists and looking at the clock. It's crazy that you have to wait for a tourist like you wait for a lover.
With many of the highest peaks in the world, northern Pakistan is a paradise for climbers. Locals have lived off the industry for decades. But the region was hit badly by the fallout from the 9/11 attacks in 2001. The number of foreign visitors plummeted from hundreds to only 50 a day. And since last year's attack, those numbers have all but dried up.
Many people cancelled their visit to Hunza, and we came down to 2 to 3 tourists every day.
There is one hopeful sign for people here though. The number of Pakistani tourists coming here is increasing.
Every year almost we go for the vacations, especially in summer. Well, for the summer vacations we go abroad like USA, Europe and Malaysia, these sort of countries. This year I have visited all the northern part of Pakistan. So I've never seen such beautiful places and natural scenery and all over the world.
But the trade for local businesses doesn't compare. Climbers from overseas employ porters and guides to scale the region's peaks and spend much more than domestic tourists.
Pakistanis don't buy things from here as they don't need it. What would they do with a sleeping bag? So for us, the more foreigners come, the better it is for our business. And if they don't come then, of course, our business completely suffers.
This remote part of Pakistan had, until last year, been largely untouched by the unrest affecting the rest of the country. But the perpetrators of those killings are still out there, and that isn't going to do anything to help international tourists return to this now deserted valley.